I'm live here, I'm live there, we're live everywhere. The Fed held rates steady this week for the third meeting in a row. So then why did the mortgage rates jump 12 basis points overnight? I'm Roman Shersher. This is your weekly buy, invest, sell update, the fastest 12 minutes in real estate. Let's go. Today, Powell makes a historic move. LA condos hit a 12-year low. California prices climb. What's actually moving Jacksonville right now? As you know, I'm in both markets, and it's not what you think. And also, Liana takes us to Silver Lake. Let's get to it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and share. Okay, Fed just held rates steady for the third straight meeting, but mortgage rates jumped anyway. This tells you everything about what's really driving the market right now. So FOMC held the Fed fund rates between 3.5% to 3.75%, third consecutive meeting with no change. And everybody really was expecting this. They cited a high level of uncertainty about the economic outlook, elevated inflation tied to global energy prices, and Middle East tensions. So we're all waiting for Iran to subside and to go away, basically. But in a historic move, Powell says he's going to stay on as Fed governor. Kind of mimics someone else that wants to stay on as president and wanted to last time also. After his term as chair ends on May 15th. May 15th, he's supposed to be out of office. Trump has already suggested who he wants to replace him. But he's the first Fed chair to say, since 1948, to say, you know what, I'm going to stay on. Kevin Warsh, which is the Trump nominee, he's supposed to take the chair on May 15th. So between this new chair and the tensions between him and Powell and elevated inflation, we got volatility ahead, which is rising. Mortgage rates up and energy prices are also up because of Iran. All right. Let's move to our next topic. Article came out just a couple of days ago and showing that LA's condo prices just fell to their lowest point in over 12 years. If you've been priced out of single family homes, this is a great opportunity. Not a lot of people are looking at these condos. We actually had our first condo that we had on the market last, and we were not able to sell it by December. We let it go back to the seller. Condos are difficult. This was a difficult condo also. But median condos sale price in the 6 SoCal counties fell to $656,000. That's down 6% from $699 a year ago. It's the lowest median price for condos since 2014, and the biggest 12-month condo price drop since February of 2012, back when we were still experiencing the recession. Single-family homes in LA still cost about a third more than condos. The gap's the widest that it's been in years. People want houses more than they want condos. So the real opportunity in this is for first-time home buyers and investors looking for actual cash flow rentals. You're able to get these properties, these condos, at the most affordable entry points out there. But of course, be careful. Condos carry a lot of questions and a lot of uncertainty, such as HOA fees, insurance, and all other costs have risen significantly. Make sure you're looking at reserves. You got to know how to buy a condo, right? You got to know how to analyze their financials. If you're thinking about a condo, give us a call. We have a lot of experience. All right. Let's talk about where our market is outside of the condos. California prices, they just hit $889,000 statewide. So sales are sluggish, but prices, they keep going and inching up higher and higher and higher. So many people back, I don't know, right after COVID told me that prices are just going to plummet 50%. Where? They've been going up significantly ever since. Last couple of years, the significance has been lower. It's been tapered, but prices are still going up across the state. That's what supply constraint markets That's what supply-constrained markets look like. We don't have enough units for the number of butts that fill the seats. And so therefore, what happens? Prices go up. Demand is larger than supply. Statewide median's up 7.1% from February and 0.4% year over year. So not a big increase, but still going up, not going down. Sales totaled 265,320. Really anemic numbers. A couple of years ago, this was at over 400, close to 450. And it's down 3.5% month over month and 2.5% year over year. Down another 2.5% over the most anemic year that we've had in 20, 30 years. Now, C.A.R's president says the sales were subdued as higher mortgage rates and stock market volatility kept the buyers on the sidelines. Makes sense. Median days on market went up to 23 days from 22 days. But the sales price to list ratio is 100%. So what does that tell you? That means that homes are selling at what they're being put out there for. And people are taking my advice. Pricing discipline is being utilized. People understand, and realtors are getting through to their sellers not to overprice their properties. Those are the ones that are actually sitting the longest. County to note, Inland Empire, the median price went up 1.5% month over month to 610,000. Riverside County went up 2% month over month to 643,740. And in the SoCal in general, we're up 0.3% year over year and basically flat. All right, what's my advice? My advice for buyers is this. Let me go ahead. All right, here. Advice for buyers is like this. Rate jumps like this are just noise, okay? Don't panic. Don't panic lock. Don't panic pause. Lock when the math works for you specifically. Rates are going up, then they're coming down, they're coming up, they're coming down. Iran will definitely open the floodgates. When that closes and we close that chapter, or at least move on to the next chapter in that book, we're going to see rates come down hopefully to where they were right before Iran, which was around 5.99%. And I'll show you exactly where we are now in just a moment. But when that happens, you'll see the stock market go up. You'll see energy prices come down. You're going to see a lot more buyers in the market. We're already seeing more buyers. So my point is this. If you can buy right now. Date the rate. Right now, there's not a lot of demand out there. Get today's rate, okay? You can go ahead and refinance in a little bit. It'll cost you a little bit more, but you're going to pay a lot more when you have 3 to 5 offers on every home. And that's coming. It's coming back. Like we see, the reason that our prices have stayed stable is because we don't have the number of units. We have more buyers. We have more buyers right now than sellers, but we don't have enough units for the quantity of buyers in total, even when they come out, right? LA condos is a great place to enter if you're a first-time home buyer. Right now, you're getting the combination of great price point on the condo, great entry-level price, but also FHA and VA have not really moved. So you're getting that side of it as well. The FHA and VA qualifies for that price point. Great place to start if you're a first-time home buyer. Advice to sellers, the sale to list price is at 100%. Price it right and you're going to sell, okay? Aspirational pricing is not working. It's not working where, oh, the guy sold it for 700,000, so I'm going to list it for 750. It's not working. You're just going to sit for longer and you're going to end up selling it for 675. Buyers are spooked by the rate jump. If you can, offer incentives, offer a 2-1 buy down, offer a 1-0 buy down. It's the single most effective concession today. And lastly, if you're selling a condo, reset your expectations. Prices are down. People are scared of condos. The decline is real, but priced right, condos are still moving. All right. It's Friday, which means it's time for Liana and our weekly neighborhood spotlight. Today, we're heading to one of LA's most iconic East Side neighborhoods. Silver Lake. Silver Lake, known for its lake. Liana will tell us exactly what's going on. Liana, what's the story here?
Hello guys, TGIF, happy Friday. Silver Lake is on the spotlight today. Chose that because we just spent some time in Silver Lake with some friends and together as well. So I thought I would highlight that as some exciting stuff is happening over there. So first off, of course, with the history, a lot of people assume that Silver Lake is named after silver mining, but that's not the case actually. It's named after Herman Silver, a member of LA's Board of Public Works who oversaw the construction of the reservoir back in 1907, and that reservoir is still the heart of that neighborhood today. And another fun fact that most people don't know is Silver Lake was actually the original home of Walt Disney Studios.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Walt set up a Hyperion studio there in 1926, and this is where Mickey Mouse was created. This is where Snow White was created. So when we talk about Silver Lake being the home of LA's creative class, it literally is because that's where it started. Then in the mid-20th century, that's when all the mid-century modern, as we hear a lot in real estate, architecture really took off. Richard Neutra and Rudolf Schindler, they designed dozens of the iconic homes that still define these hillsides today. A lot of hillsides there in Silver Lake. So yeah, definitely one of LA's East Side's most desirable neighborhood. You have young professionals, industry creatives, tech workers, designers. It's very walkable on the Sunset Junction area. You have a lot of independent coffee shops, which are always better over Starbucks. Sorry, not sorry. Entertainment. So yeah, just a vibrant, very...
It's one of those neighborhoods, when you think of cool LA, you think of Silver Lake.
Yes, exactly. Cool LA is
creative, got history, and the food scene is really good, isn't it?
Yes, my favorite, the food scene. So let's talk food. Number one, it's a no-brainer. You have one of the most unique restaurants, Pisa Palace. What does that sound like? Indian Italian fusion. You don't hear that often or ever, I think. It's a fusion sports bar that has somehow become one of the hardest reservations to get in LA right now. It's pizza meets paneer, sports on TV, killer cocktails. It's the kind of restaurant that puts Silver Lake on the national food map for sure. Number two, one of my favorites, you have Hippo. Tucked into the Sunset Junction area. It's run by Matt Molina, a former native of Osteria Mozza. It's
one of the best pizza places in the world.
Italian, ingredient driven. It's a kind of place where, you know, every plate really makes sense. And it's definitely got that Silver Lake vibe. Refined, but unpretentious. That's why I love it. So two restaurants, two completely different vibes, and something brand new, exciting. Definitely check it out. This one is big. Bar de Bello. It's just opened up in the Sunset Row complex, 3300 Sunset Boulevard. It's an Italian aperitivo bar, also from the team behind Osteria Mozza and Gigi's. So the pedigree is serious. And it's like moody Milanese, red velvet curtains, you know, definitely a place to check out. Reservations are tough already, but
it's a vibe.
Yeah, they hold walk-ins for the bar, so definitely go ahead and check that out. And then the most exciting, biggest news ever, one of the biggest news to come to LA in general, is the world famous Copenhagen's Michelin star restaurant Noma is doing a 6-week residency in Silver Lake. Sorry, 16-week, not 6-week, from March 11th through June 26th. So still have some time left to go check that out. It's their first standalone store outside of Denmark. And it's, I mean, just look it up. Noma, watch the documentary on it. It's incredible what they're doing with the food there. And then
why haven't we gone yet?
Well, it is a hefty reservation and it is a pretty hefty price tag. So definitely check that out if you are able. Special occasion. Our anniversary is coming up.
I was just
so maybe we
right.
go do that. And yeah, so after Noma leaves, they're doing a storefront in Silver Lake right then and there that they're going to keep as a permanent spot. So definitely not a thing to miss. And that is about it for the food in Silver Lake.
Perfect. Thanks, Liana.
Yes.
Silver Lake is having a moment.
Check it out. A lot of fun lounges and dance bars too after dinner to check out. So
all right,
see you
awesome.
there.
Okay, quick Jacksonville rundown. Forget the inventory and the days on market for a minute. Those have been moving in the same direction and for months. Here's 5 things that are actually moving Jacks right now that nobody is talking about. Number one, insurance is now the deal. Okay. Insurance has been rising in Jacksonville for the last 10 years, ever since I got there. And the average homeowner premium right now is $3,454, $3,400, below the Florida average of $3,800, by the way, but it's well above the national of $2,500. Here's the issue. Roof age over 15 years can completely disqualify you from getting a home. I've been talking about this for a long time. So when I buy a home in Jacksonville, I have to one of the first questions I have is, when was the last time a roof permit was pulled? Because if the roof is more than 12 years, I know that I'm gonna have to change the roof really soon. So I'm already building that into my cost. So keep that in mind. But the Florida insurance market is actually stabilizing. Industry data shows that rates have dropped 10 to 40% over the last over the last 2 years. New carriers are entering. The crisis that Florida was experiencing for many years in terms of insurances is finally subduing. It's finally going away. So glad to hear. All right, our hurricane season in Florida this year, it's slightly below average. The Colorado State University's first forecast calls for a quieter storm season. Storms start June 1st. And lastly, the downtown Jax pipeline. So downtown Jacksonville is experiencing $6.5 billion of redevelopment. They're building Pearl Square, which is a $2 billion development, 1.5 million square feet, 1,250 residences. They've been working on this for a while. First building is delivered in summer of this year, actually. The University of Florida graduate campus, phase one, it's a $287.5 million phase in La Villa is going to be completed. Four Seasons Hotel and Residences they're building downtown, Stadium of the Future. Downtown residents is increased already from 8,000 to 9,000 just this year alone. It doesn't seem like a big increase, but if you look at it, that's 12.5% increase of 12.5, approximately 12% increase of just the number of people in the downtown area. All right, headline isn't inventory anymore, it's insurance, it's downtown growth, changing risk landscape. Smart buyers are looking past the list price, pricing and insurability, building code, roof age, long-term Jack's growth story. And the growth story looks good in Jacksonville. That's why I'm there. It's why I've been there for a long time. All right, last thing, let's get to our mortgages. Our mortgage rates are, all right. So today, our 30-year fixed is at 6.44%. It's up 12 basis points since last week of 6.32. 15-year fixed jumped from 5.92 to 6.01%. The FHA stayed the same, 5.92. The VA stayed the same at 5.94. Okay. Stayed the same week over week. Our jumbo went from 6.52 to 6.59%, up 7 basis points. The big jump is because there's a big jump on conventional and jumbo this week. And like I said, it's because of Iran war pressure and energy, inflation, the Fed, Trump uncertainty heading into the chair transition. We're going to see there's some volatility right now, and that's why. All right, let's get into our quote. Quote of the week. I've used this before. Love it. Don't wait to buy real estate. Buy real estate and wait. This is by Will Rogers. He's an American actor, social commentator. He really nailed the real estate game in 12 words back in the 1920s even. Rates jump, rates drop, Fed holds, Fed cuts. None of that matters as long as you have time in the market, as long as you own property. Look at what's happened to property in the last 15 to 20 years. It's doubled and tripled in some markets. Buyers waiting for the perfect rate this week, perfect this. You're going to get out. You're going to lose out on the best part about real estate, which is the hold of it. the longer you hold it, the more you're paying down equity, the more you're paying down your balances, the more equity you have, the more prices rise. As you can see, prices have gone up. They continue to go up. Even that 0.5% on $1 million home is 50 grand. Is 50 grand. No, that's 5%. But the point is, it's 5 grand. The point is, the prices are continue to go up over time. They're not going down, and even that 5 grand is still $400 that it appreciated per month. That property appreciated. Buy real estate and wait. All right. If you like this video, share it on social. Tap the share button. Share it with your friends and family. Head over to Facebook or YouTube to see the links and slides for today's content. Reminder about my ebook. If you guys are interested in buying, first of all, give me a call. Let me talk to you about what's going on and how we're just knocking it out of the park for our buyers. We just got a 4.5%, 3.5%, and even a 2.5% in the first year loan for a buyer of ours. Talk to us about how we did that. But I put my best tips in a free ebook that I'd love to send you. Just ask for it and let me know if you found it useful at all afterwards. All right. Drop a comment below, please. What's your move on these rates? What do you think? You think your rates are going to go up? You think you should lock right now? Wait. You think rates will drop shortly, or it's going to take a long time for those rates to drop? Give me a comment. I read every single one. All right. This is Roman Shersha with your weekly buy, invest, sell update. Volatile markets reward the prepared. See you next Friday.